Okay, let's see. All right, I'm gonna start this. I was getting some water. Hey. Okay, so this is Carlos Martinez. I'm taking the interview, coding interview uh, for uh, for chip scan. Let's see how this goes. Let me put this away. Let's see, new note. Okay, hello, Carlos Martinez Jr. Welcome to chip scan interview environment. A couple of things to keep in mind. We are a company that cares about doing things the right way. We are a cybersecurity company, and this is part of what we do. You have 45 minutes to complete as many requested tasks as possible. Please see this file, see the file in this folder, and decide how to proceed. Okay. Well, I like to keep some information, just some standard details. Let's list out. Okay, so there is one package.txt. Is there anything else there? No. Okay. So let's see what's inside this package.txt. Add package.txt. Okay. So inside this package.txt, there's just, it just contains what looks like to me like random characters. Am I supposed to do something with it? Let me see if the background on the problem might help me. Let's see. This is background on this problem is a junior level work colleague is at the meeting at an undisclosed location that blocks information from getting out. It's an ASCII. A file is waiting for you. It contains proprietary information that cannot leave the environment, and he needs your help. This is not an encryption problem. The information provided may or may not be complete. In fact, it is up to you to determine best possible solution and result within the time allotted. This question is an examination of time management, software, security, algorithms, computer architecture, and your ability to help out your junior level team member in the best way possible. Okay. Let's see. Well, I would like to ask some clarifying questions. Let's see. What exactly is the task at hand? Let's see. What does this package.txt contain? What is the expected product or results? Let's see. Let me take a look at it real quick. Package.txt. I can see that they're divided by these. Now, does that mean anything? Tika. Am I supposed to decrypt something? Who are the stakeholders? Yeah, I don't know. There's really not much information to work with, but I really would want to help my junior level work colleague. But I don't feel as though I have enough information to actually, help. So yeah, I would ask them what exactly is the task at hand. What does this package.txt file contain? What is the expected result? Are we and then who is supposed to receive the end result as well? I would like to start working on this, but I'm not exactly sure. So I'm gonna go on to the next problem, so that way I have more time. Okay. Let's see. Terminate. 45 minutes. Okay, it's out. There's a package.txt file. No, tar file. Steps. Let's unzip, unzip, unzip tar file. So unzip the tar file so we can see what's in there. Package. Something is freezing. Something is freezing. Something has frozen. Unzip. Okay. So we have unzipped this file. Okay, so in here we have a few different documents, of which let's just take a look at the first one, bug report.txt. So let's see what's in there. Cat. Alright, so I haven't actually extracted the file just yet. Well, I'm gonna have to check. Let's see. Blah, 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 new. How to zip tar file. Okay. Let's go with the first one. So. Okay. Okay. Then let's clean this up a little bit. Clear. ls. Okay. So we have these files. We'll start with these txt files. Let's see what's in there. Cat known issues. Txt. Okay. And then we have bug report. I want to see what's in this bug report.txt. That seems like that might be important. .txt. Okay. So, let's gather some requirements here. So inside. Okay, bug title, bug report. Incorrect calculation of factorial for 0. Report description, a factorial function in factorial return 0 for an input of 0. However, by definition, the factorial of 0 should be 1. Step to reproduce, compile the C library with the provided makefile, run the Python driver using lib_factorial.so. Call factorial 0, observe the output, expected result, the output should be 1, actual result, the output is 0. Impact, this issue results in incorrect calculations for mathematical operations or algorithms that rely on the correct value of 0. Task, please make sure everything works correctly for Python 3.8 and the latest Linux Ubuntu isn't. Okay, also the Scratch Docker. Please do not bloat the container. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. So bug report. So what we know is that we're trying to calculate the factorial. Trying to calculate the factorial. But when we call factorial 0, it should be 1, but we get 0, the incorrect output. So they also gave us some steps to recreate. Awesome. That will help tremendously. We will definitely want to start off with recreating that. But now let's see what this other file has to say. Okay, and there's also, please make sure everything runs correctly for Python 3.8 and the latest Linux. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else I should consider. Let me think it out real quick. Okay, so let's go to, well, let's clear this out. Like keeping it clean. Now let's take a look at the known issues. Okay, so now let's look at the known issues. .txt. There's slowness. We need a faster version of this routine. Our competitor is able to run this much faster. Don't know how! Exclamation point. Then sometimes this program crashes mysteriously. Wow. Root cause is not known. And then a feature request. Make the command line take the input for the factorial. Okay. Okay. Let's put these down. So there's predominantly a few things we need to do. What we need to do, just so that my thinking is clear. All right. We need to check why the factorial is incorrect. Okay. We need to address the slowness. Okay. Sometimes the program crashes. Root cause is not known. Root cause is not known. And then last thing, additional feature. Make the command line. Okay. CLI arguments for factorial. All right. Let's start with running it. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Clear dash LRT LRT. Also, let's see how much time we have. 28 minutes. I've wasted so much time, but let's do this. We have a make file, so that's nice. Let's see. There's a compile C library. Let's compile. Okay, so we've compiled the C library, and we have these files here. That's cool. Call factorial, run the Python driver using factorial. So, let's see. Python. Let's check the version. Okay, so. Okay, so it's currently 3.10. So. Alright, so let's just run it. Let's do Python. Where is it? Driver. Py. 720. So, well, first let's make sure we're calling the right factorial. So let's vim. Let's use vim. So right now it's calling the factorial of, well, actually, let's see. Driver.py, proprietary code, do not share, from C types, import star. So we're importing all the files. That's a lot. We're importing, loading the shared library. Okay. And so from that shared library, we're importing the lib factorial, and then right here it's just showing an example usage. Okay, so I can already see a few things, but let me just run it at base. Let's insert, let's run, let's make sure truly what they said is that there is a bug. Okay, so factorial is 0, Python driver 0. Actual result, the expected result, it should be 1, but the output is 0. Let's fix that first. Let's see. So, in terms of why this might be the case that is returning 1, 0 instead of 1, is that there might be some logic issues inside that factorial.c file. Yeah, might be some logic issues there, so that's what I would tackle first. Let's see, let me think as well. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that first. So vim factorial. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a look. So this is our factorial.c file. So this is where the calculations actually being run. So let's see if there's any issues with the logic there. Long factorial interior n if n is equal to 0, return 0. Else if n is equal to 1, return 1. Else return n times factorial n minus 1. Let's see. So let's think this out. How should the factorial look like? So yeah, I think there's definitely logic issues here in terms of the factorial. So let's just fix that. Let's see where it might be. Well, let me do some quick research on factorial. 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 Factorial method, the product of all positive integers less than or equal to a given positive integer denoted by the integer and exclamation point. So, thus, factorial 7 is written, meaning 1 times 2. Factorial 0 is defined as equal to 1 if n is equal to 0. Oh, okay. Okay, I mean, so yeah, there's a logic issue right here. It's saying that if n is equal to 0, which is our factorial, um, it returns 0 when it should actually return 1. So let's change that. Let's change that. Okay. Now then, let's try running this factorial. Let's see. And Python driver. Okay, so the simplest thing that might possibly work, we replace that factorial. We updated the logic. Inside that file. So let's cross that out here. Actually, okay. Issue in logic for factorial is equal to resolved. Exclamation point. Okay, now slowness. Feature request. Make the command line. Let's actually work on the command line real quick. I like work on that. How much time do I have? 21 minutes. Okay, let's add features here. Vim driver. .py. Let's optimize this a little bit, right? So this is actually importing all of the files. Let's just make it import what we need. And then, let's see. Let me think it out a little bit. Yeah. So that has been updated. Let's have it return like the argument and return times. Let's explicitly state what the argument and the returns are. Okay, let's do that too. Okay. And actually, what I want to do at this point, I would have actually since we already implemented a feature, I would have, pushed it to get and version controlled it. But that's for something else. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's copy driver .py, driver.py, driver v2.py. So I wanted these to make sure so that if I mess up something, I still have the original version of it. So vim driver v2.py. Okay, so let's change this. Let's just import what we need. I think import C types, and then I was saying we want to also define the arguments. Let's do this where we do argument term type lib factorial. All right, let's do lib factorial dot factorial dot arg types. We want it to return integers, of course. So let's do this. Let's do this thing. C types dot C underscore int. It's been a while since I've used, but I think that should be fine. And then let's do the same for res type. It doesn't. The face? No. Not used to this terminal, but that's cool. This type. So yeah, I think we should be fine. Okay. And then while we're here, let's implement the arguments. Yeah, command line arguments for this. Have an idea, but how much time? Okay, 16. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's make this. We need to initialize it there, and let's not forget. I need to remember to initialize the sys here. Actually, import. Okay, so let's. So what we're doing now, we're trying to initialize the arguments, so that way we can implement that feature. And just cognizant of the fact that there's still some optimization that needs to be done for the factorial as well. So let's try to get it out the way. I noticed that the C file uses a lot of recursion, so we're gonna try to make it a little bit more iterative instead, so that way we can reduce the time complexity and the space complexity. I think that might also be contributing to, to some of the crashing as well. So let's take care of that. But first, let me finish making this right here. Let's add some statements that it will print out. So, factorial. just make sure people know that instead of it just randomly printing the number, well, it's not random, of course, but you know, uh, let's make this beautiful factorial. Don't forget this bracket. Let's see, is it closed off? I think it should be closed off. Okay. Cool. Let's try running it real quick. Okay. So it should accept the argument, hopefully. Hopefully there aren't any errors. But Python. What did I do? Here we go. Python v2 is do. I did something. Let's see. Uh, I done goofed. I forgot to C types. Like that. Okay. It's not defined. Okay. Let's go back. I think I should be able to just about get everything in. Return. See types. Good thing I kept 4 times the charm. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, now then, so what we can do is let's remove driver R py. Okay. And then let's do this thing where no. 2 py. Okay. Cool, and then let's remove. Okay. So now let's just refactor lib factorial real quick. Here we go. So let's make this like, let me think. Let's make it more iterative. Let me think. Okay, I have an idea. Um, Typically, I would. Okay, okay, we have 8 minutes. I'm just gonna have to use this. Hi. Just add a while statement. So that way I don't have many. So it will just take replace these. So salts. And let's actually do this. Okay. I think we should be good there, but just missing some stuff right here. Actually, it's mm, let's try. Okay. 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 While statement is having issues. Uh, okay. And let's try running this again. Just run the driver. Make sure it still produces what we expect it to. Okay, 0. Okay, cool. So, okay, so what we did was we removed, yeah, yeah, what we did is we removed some of the if and else statements and replaced it with a while statement to make it more iterative instead of making it recursive. So, yeah, I mean, so that actually changes our time complexity and space. Yeah, it changes the time complexity. So before, um, I would say, I would say, um, before, I think right now is actually you know, um, well, the time complexity and the space complexity would be O of n, right? But right now, you know, the space complexity uh, is O of 1, you know, and you know, and the time complexity is O of n with our current solution. And this actually, you know, will you help speed up it will help speed up everything. Then in terms of the program crashing, mysteriously crashing, right? There's a variety of factors why it can be crashing, right? Like for example, um, yeah, I mean, it's just yeah. There are reasons why it can be crashing. For example, the input might be too large, right? So we can actually determine what inputs it can and cannot accept, right? Um, Also, someone might be putting in a negative, so that might cause the program to crash. But so to be able to handle that, um, we can do that. Let's see, I have 2 minutes. Let's see. So yeah, I mean so we made it iterative instead of recursive, making it making you know making it I'm mm, making it have a time complexity have a time complexity of n and space of 1 from the initial of n time and of n space of the original, right? So actually doing that will help, you know, um, call it making optimizing for space helps the crashing. But incorrect or unforeseen user input might have been causing crashing, like negatives or extremely large values. Okay. I think we're done. Um, large values. Large values. All right. Everything runs. So clear and clear. All right. It passed all the requirements that were given, and we we accounted the optimized for speed and space, and we added the additional feature for the arguments, and we fixed the bug. So yeah, I will leave it at that. Thank you for your time. I'm sure given more time could have optimized the factorial .c file a little bit better or more, um, with a different, with something a little bit different. But thank you. Let's see. How do I quit? Okay. How do I quit? How do I quit? File. Okay.